Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the end of the road. We're at the LunarBlade Wrestling Federation for the Tonberry Championship match between Bro and the dastardly no good Tonberry King himself. This is Blaze Garlemald and
Jack Human. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. This is it. It all boils down to this. If the Tonberry King wins, we all lose. Bro's done a
that's
lot
right.
to get here. Not only.
What did
Hmm?
what did Bro have to go through to get here, Jack?
Not only did he have to go through a one-on-one match, but last week he had to go through a triple threat match. And now here he is, being our champion, not in belt form, mind you, to hopefully allow the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation to continue.
My goodness. I hope he continues his winning streak because I can't stand working for no Tonberries.
Have you worked for them before?
Why, yes, I have. It was about 30 years ago. I was just trying to get through college back before I joined the Empire military. And it wasn't good, Jack.
What kind of work did you do? Really, was there benefits or,
Well, did minor roofing and carpentry. They didn't pay well. The hours were crappy. And
So, just like
whenever you
all
needed a
roofing and...
well-lighted,
Oh,
well,
pardon?
no, when you needed well-lighted working infrastructure, they always just had a lantern, and whenever you need to cut something, they just had a stinking butcher knife. You try to fulfill those jobs with a stinking lantern and a butcher knife. See how far you get, Jack.
That's an excellent point. You think that they would have more in their budget for more than just butcher knives?
Well, those brown robes don't come cheap.
They are made of a fine material.
Yes, they are. Finest wool you'll ever feel.
But here we go. We finally get to see the unveiling of the Tonberry King. He finally gets to show himself. Now, underneath the old rules, the Tonberry King actually had to defeat every single person in the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation. Unfortunately, El Presidente Trump, though, has stated that just takes up way too much time. Hence, here we are. One match to determine it all.
Well, that's how an invasion works, all right. Just beat one man and take everything. Yeah, right.
You being part of the Empire, you are the leading authority on invasions. What should
Yes.
Bro's strategy be here?
Well, when it comes to defending one's homeland and taking it, there's a little bit more burning, pillaging, and other things involved. It's never much fisticuffs. It's a lot of cheating, you know. The loser doesn't go home alive. I'll just put it that way, Jack.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. Unless, of course, it's the Tonberry King. Yeah. I'm not advocating murder, kids.
Well, you shouldn't. But I tell you who is advocating murder. Bro is. Because with that chain that is now available at the LAG store, he is killing it.
That's right, you can buy your very own Bro chain at LAG. Lunar Athletic Gaming. Colognes, apparel. You'll have absolutely no problem, no discord with LAG.
And don't forget, and if you order your pants today, you'll get them sometime like 5 seconds from now. That's lag.
I still haven't gotten my pants.
That's lag.
Well, now I'm just all kinds of confused. Is it lag or is it lag?
Lag. It's an attitude. Lag.
And here comes the son of a bitch, the Tonberry King that has caused all this confusion.
That green bastard.
And he's proudly wearing that Tonberry belt around his waist.
I hope they take that belt from him and string him up with it.
Well, bro is tall enough to do it.
My God, and look at this crap. Here he comes with that damn lantern I was talking about. That's all they know, their damn knives and their damn lanterns. They make me sick.
And it sounds like we have a few Tonberries in the audience. I can hear them chanting, doink, 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 doink. It's...
Well, I have you know, Jack, that's not Tonberries, that's Tonberry King's old investment, Doink the Clown.
Doink. You gotta admit, though, old Doink there, he's determined.
Well, he's not doing nothing else.
My God, would you look at this primal, this monster, this beast?
Son of a bitch, that's what he is.
Is it just me, or is he only about 5'1"?
I've never seen a tall Tonberry in my life.
Yeah, excellent point. But he's a Tonberry king, but
yeah, the Tonberry King just wears a crown. He's just another little short bastard with a robe.
And here we go. The audience is fired up, been anticipating this. I think they too want to know what kind of merchandise they'll be buying next week. Will it be Tonberry merchandise, or will it be lag?
I hope it's just regular lag merchandise, because I can't see any profit coming from Tonberry store.
On top of that, the 2% that we make off of every single item sold really helps. I mean...
What? So it is true.
I mean, it's good for... What's true?
That Tonberry King had something to do with the 2%. I know it.
Now he's just
gonna be a good
standing there.
We can cut the anticipation in the air with that little dirty Tonberry knife.
That is true. But as far as I know, both contestants have been checked before the match started, and no knives have been found. So we won't have a mass transit incident tonight.
I don't know, Jack. Every time I ran up on a Tonberry, they've never had that knife out until they got right next to you. And I don't know where they pulled it from. So I'm quite sure that little green fucker's packing right now.
And bro, just devastating right out of the gate. You know,
ladies and gentlemen, after this fight, they're gonna be selling ass whippings in the LAG store. Because this shit here, boy, I tell you, I just love to buy 3 of them and give them out.
Well, actually, I did buy a can of ass whoop from Lunar Athletic Gaming. And I don't know, was there a expiry date on a can of ass whooping? Because I bought it a while ago.
Well, I don't know about it expiring, but you can use it incorrectly. And end up having it used on you. That's not good.
Well, that would just cause all kinds of discord.
Did you say Discord?
Maybe.
You know what else has Discord? The Lunar Athletic Gaming store.
The Tonberry King, I think he's trying to pack it up and go home, or else he's trying to lure bro away from the ring.
Well, you know how those dirty Tonberries are, always cheating. Wanting you to walk right up next to them so they can stick you with the little dirty daggers. This also has proven something. That 2 foot wall will not keep them out because he had no problem scaling it.
Normal Toonberries, it keeps out no problem. And oh, devastating punch, sending Bro over the railing. I'm not 100% sure if he didn't have some kind of foreign object in his hand there.
Probably that damn dagger. And mind you, the little kid standing there in the front row looking at all this going on.
He does not look happy at all that the Tonberry King is getting an advantage here.
Well, I bet that little kid just bought his Grove necklace, so I wouldn't be too happy either.
I'm sure it's going to give him spina bifida in a couple of years.
Well, they always told me back in the Empire, if it don't kill you, it'll build your backbone.
Unless it puts you in a wheelchair.
Well, you're just a strong, yeah, that's a strong backbone and with broken legs, that's all.
And either way, these two are fighting all over the ring, all over the arena. The cameraman can't seem to get a good shot there. We've had to cut back to one, unfortunately, due to budget constraints.
Why is the cameraman even doing up that high, Jack?
Well, you see, that's why we had to cut back on cameramen. We bought a crane. One crane.
All you gotta do is tell him to get off of it. All this time, he had plenty of time to get me out. My goodness.
We had to buy a big crane. Our cameraman is a rogue. Last time I told him that he should get off and start walking around a little bit more, he yelled at me in a language I didn't understand, and then proceeded to steal my pants.
Well, I think you should just leave him up there, Dan. That sounds like the best.
Still don't have any pants.
There are rows that have made it to the finals of this. One of which fighting right now, Bro the World, and his tag team partner Griff the World, who is also the #1 contender.
Whoever comes out of here, whether it be underneath the LunarBlade Wrestling Federation or else whatever the Tonberry King has planned, he will be the #1 contender. And these two have just been fighting in the crowd left and right.
Look at those little kids out there, all of them. They have no idea the magnitude of which this battle entails. Yeah, they're celebrating. All they see is a big tall guy and a little green man.
I'm pretty sure that some of them may have mistaken the Tonberry King as Kermit the Frog, so...
Well,
yeah.
From what I've been seeing lately, from the way that Tonberry King was punching Bro, and dragging him, it's not too hard beating Green. Except for when you gotta eat bacon, if you know what I mean.
Both of them reaching for each other, but just can't seem to get a grasp of each other's sizes. Bro is such a huge individual. That must be discombobulating fighting such a small individual such as Tonberry King.
He is actually the same size as that man when he's down on one knee. That is amazing.
We're well past the 10-minute mark here. Still not a single pinfall or submission.
I wonder if this one will go to 11.
Part of my understanding is that if it does end in a draw, there will be a rematch, but they will each have a tag team partner this time.
Well, who would tag team with a Tonberry King, Jack?
Well, that's just what I'm thinking. Tonberry King could very well have an ace up his sleeve in an unknown individual.
My goodness, the only person I know that would tag with a Tonberry King is a Moogle King. I mean, that's just, well, that's ridiculous.
I hardly doubt that a Moogle King would partner up with a Tonberry. After all, their philosophies are so much different.
Are they? They both have kings. They're both strange little things that can talk for some God knows reason.
Oh, we finally see a devastating move. Bro just dropping the Tonberry King on his head. If he's not knocked out, then I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe the
red crown most of the impact.
And Bro, who has been dominating in this match, just continues to do so. Honestly, I think we didn't have very much to be worried about. As somebody brought their cat to the arena, and it's now currently on my shoulder.
I told you that's a blue mage right there. My goodness.
Hey, blue mage, get. Security! Security! Yeah, blue mage. Cat! Yeah, get rid of it.
You need more security. Anytime they can't identify it. Everybody knows a mage is a guy with a hat and a stick and some robes.
Oh, and Bro sizing him up for the choke slam and dropping him. That's got to be it. That's got to be one for Bro. And no, it's 2 3/4. The Tonberry King just refusing to give up.
Indeed. But between the choke slam and the choking before, I guess that's a new meaning for choking the Tonberry back in the Empire.
And Bro again with it. That's gotta be it. No, 2 3/4 again. What does it take to keep a Tonberry King down?
Well, a lot more than a choke slam, obviously.
How about a third choke slam?
Well, now it's just getting redundant.
And well, 3 made it for the 3. That's 1 point for Bro.
Yeah, third time's the charm.
We are going to be able to keep our extremely high-paying job. Get him, Bro.
That's what I'm talking about. And remember, this fight is brought to you by the letter A. Whenever you want to get an ass whipping, you take an A to the ass whipping. You go right on down to the LAG store. You tell them, I want a can. What kind of can? An ass whipping can. And they will set you right up.
After seeing that pinfall, we now have specific Bro cans of ass whipping available at the LAG store. Crack one open, and you will have no discord. And then the Tonberry King starts a slow rise back, but Bro ended it quickly. This is just embarrassing. You know, this is the problem with politics. El Presidente Trump-Do got elected in and made all these rules. And now, by following the rules, we're just basically watching a squash match here. I don't think the Tonberry King can do anything in the next 4 minutes to stop this tidal wave of Bro.
Well, he can do plenty of things. He can just keel over and take it. That's his best option there, Jack. And me personally, being from the Empire, I can't stand little green men, so that's why I want him to just take it.
What about Yoda?
Well, you talk about Yoda, I would say, take it as well as well. Because I'm not a fan of him. I can see that happening right now.
Star Wars is good. Yeah.
Well, your Star Wars are over. Because when we first started this match, we were going through the stars. And that's the only wars you're getting in the stars. This is about the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation and the fate of our jobs. And that's not science fiction. That's a fact, Jack.
Well, I get the feeling that in 3 minutes, we'll be able to continue our jobs. They've slowly made their way into that back room area or back in-crowd area, and the Tonberry King just tapped out to a devastating bear hug from Bro.
Well, remember, when in doubt, Bro loves you.
And Bro choke slamming him again. I gotta admit, this is not the squash match that we all expected it to be.
Well, it's the one I wanted, to be honest with you.
And the Tonberry King got a punch in. Now I think Bro's just messing. Oh! The Tonberry King taking him down with that turnaround leg drop. And the Tonberry King sizing up a choke slam of his own.
That's just ridiculous.
And the Tonberry King with a pin. 2.5. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little scary. 1.5 minutes to go in this match. And Tonberry King.
That's scary. A 2.5. Considering this 4-foot man just picked up this 8-foot man for a choke slam, you consider a 2.5. Scary, Jack. Really?
Well, Blaze, the Tonberry King just got a win.
We still got a little bit more room for cushion.
We have 1 minute left in this match. Tonberry King sizing up that little choke slam of his, which seems to have a lot more devastating effect than it should. Oh, and Bro is barely able to kick out of that one. 35 seconds remaining. Tonberry King's got to do something now. Instead, I think he's just trying to walk over his head. Tonberry King up. What's he doing? What's he sizing up? He's sizing up nothing. He's back down. Putting him into
I guess I'll call it a party in the night, boys.
Drinks on you, Blaze?
Drinks on you. You got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation lives for another day. Bro,
Yes,
our
indeed.
champion, has just become the Tonberry champion. And after taking about, 3 devastating little choke slams there?
Yes, sir. The biggest little choke slams I ever seen in my life.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought for sure the Tonberry King was gonna come back at the end, but fortunately, Bro has saved. I'm sorry, dog just walked by. Boy, got drunk real quick.
Grab back to the locker room, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, dog, get out here. No, seriously, dude, you smell like booze. Go, get. Thank you.
I'm looking for the beige.
Dog, shut up! And Bro, being our savior. We live to fight another day. We live to commentate another great match for the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation. This has been Jack Human, proud to sign off.
And Jack Garlemald, down with the berries. I'm still employed. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.